Let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. When you stand up from your chair, do you reach for something to steady yourself? When you walk across the room, do you ever feel that little wobble, that split second where your body isn't quite sure it's going to stay upright? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone, and you are absolutely in the right place today. Before we begin, a quick and important note. This video is for general education only. It is not medical advice. Everyone's body is different, so please talk to your own doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise, especially if you've had a fall, a recent surgery, or any heart or joint condition. Okay? Good. Now let's get into it. Here's the truth that nobody likes to talk about. As we get older, the thing that sends more people to the hospital than almost anything else isn't a heart attack. It isn't a stroke. It's a simple fall. One moment of lost balance, a slip on a rug, a misstep, a quick turn that the body just couldn't keep up with. And the frightening part is how fast it can change a person's whole life. A strong, independent person can lose years of freedom from a single fall. But here is the good news, and it's very good news. Balance is not something you either have or you don't. Balance is a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained, strengthened, and rebuilt at any age. It does not matter if you are 65, 75, or 90. Your body is still listening. Your muscles still respond. Your nervous system can still learn. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 gentle balance exercises, ranked from the easiest to the most powerful. You don't need a gym. You don't need any equipment. You don't even need to get down on the floor. All you need is a sturdy chair or a kitchen counter to hold on to, and a few minutes a day. And number 1, the last one I'll show you, is the single most effective balance movement I know of. It's the one I'd want my own parents doing every single morning. So stay with me all the way to the end. But first, I'm genuinely curious. How old are you, and have you ever had a fall or a close call? Tell me in the comments. I read them, and your story might be exactly what gives someone else the courage to start. All right, let's begin with number 5, the gentlest one, the perfect place to start. Coming in at number 5 is a movement called the standing weight shift, and I want you to start here even if you feel like it's too easy. This is the foundation. Everything else we do today is built on top of it. Here's why it matters so much. Good balance starts with one simple skill: being able to control where your body weight goes. When you walk, every single step is really just shifting your weight from one foot to the other. If that shift is shaky, every step is shaky. By practicing it slowly and on purpose, you teach your body to feel steady and in control again. So here's how you do it. Stand up nice and tall behind a sturdy chair or next to your kitchen counter. Rest your hands lightly on it for safety, not gripping, just resting. Place your feet about hip-width apart so they're comfortably under your shoulders. Now, slowly shift your weight over onto your right foot. Feel your right leg take the load. Hold it there for a moment, 2, 3 seconds. Then slowly shift all the way over to your left foot. Feel that left leg carry you. Hold again. That gentle rocking, side to side, is the whole exercise. Slow and controlled is the goal, never rushed. As you shift, try to stand tall, keep your eyes looking forward, and breathe easily. Don't hold your breath. Do this slow shift 10 times to each side. That's plenty to start. And here's a little tip to get more out of it. As you get comfortable, try letting your fingers barely touch the counter instead of resting your whole hand. The less you lean on your hands, the more your legs and your balance have to do the work, and that's exactly what builds it back up. This is the perfect first exercise for anyone who feels unsteady on their feet, anyone recovering from an illness, or anyone who simply hasn't moved much in a while. Once this feels easy and natural, you're ready to build on it. And that brings us to number 4, where we add a little movement and ask your balance to do a bit more. Before we get there, if this is helping you so far, do me a favor and tap that like button. It genuinely helps more seniors find this video. Thank you. Number 4 on our list is standing marching. And this is where we start to really challenge your stability in a safe, controlled way. Think about what happens every time you take a step or climb a stair. For a brief moment, you are balancing on just one leg while the other lifts into the air. If your body isn't used to that single leg moment, that's often where a stumble begins. Standing marching trains your body to be comfortable and steady during exactly that moment, when only one foot is on the ground. Here's how you do it safely. Stand tall behind your chair or at the counter, hands resting lightly on it for support. Feet hip-width apart, nice and stable. Now, slowly lift your right knee up in front of you, as if you're marching very slowly in place. You don't need to lift it high, just bringing your foot a few inches off the floor is enough at first. Hold it there for a second, feeling your standing legs support you. Then slowly lower it back down. Now lift the left knee the same way. Slow, controlled, steady. That's the march. Up, hold down, alternating legs. Keep it slow. Marching fast turns it into a cardio move. Marching slowly turns it into a balance move. And balance is what we want today. Try to stand tall the whole time and keep your eyes looking ahead rather than down at your feet. Aim for 10 marches on each leg. If holding the knee up feels wobbly at first, that's completely normal. That wobble is your balance system waking up and getting to work. Just go slow and stay close to your support. As you get stronger over the weeks, you can try holding each knee up a little longer, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, before lowering it. The longer you balance on that one leg, the more you build the steadiness that keeps you upright when you walk and climb stairs in real life. This exercise is wonderful for anyone who feels unsure on stairs or who notices their walking has gotten more careful and shuffly. You're directly retraining the exact skill those moments require. Now we're going to step away from the chair just a little for number 3. And this one mimics one of the most useful real-life movements there is. Number 3 is the heel-to-toe walk, sometimes called the tightrope walk, and it's a favorite of physical therapists for a very good reason. When you walk normally, your feet are spaced apart, which gives you a wide, stable base. But life isn't always wide and stable. Sometimes you have to turn in a narrow hallway, step around furniture, or move through a tight space. The heel-to-toe walk trains your balance for those narrower moments by deliberately making your base smaller, in a safe, controlled way. Here's how to do it. Stand alongside your kitchen counter or a long table, or in a hallway where you can reach a wall on one side. You want support within arm's reach the entire time. Now, take a step forward and place the heel of your front foot right in front of the toes of your back foot, so they almost touch, heel to toe, like you're walking along a line. Steady yourself. Then bring the back foot through and place its heel just in front of the other toes. Heel to toe, walking in a straight line. Go slowly. Pause after each step to find your balance before taking the next one. Keep one hand near your support, touching it whenever you need to, lifting it away when you feel steady. Stand tall and, if you can, look ahead rather than straight down. Looking up is harder, but it's a sign of real balance returning. Take 10 of these heel-to-toe steps, then turn around carefully and walk back. If a straight line feels like too much at first, simply leave a little space between your feet and narrow it gradually as you improve. There's no rush. Every step counts. Here's a tip that makes a real difference. Keep your gaze fixed on a single point ahead of you, like a doorknob or a spot on the wall. Just like a gymnast on a beam, having a steady point to focus on helps your whole body stay steady. It's a simple trick, but it works beautifully. This one is fantastic for anyone who feels nervous in tight spaces or who has noticed they grab for walls when turning corners. You're teaching your body that narrow and steady can go together. Now we're getting to the top of our list. Number 2 is one of the most respected balance exercises there is, and if you can only remember 2 movements from this whole video, this should be one of them. But before that, if you're finding value here, consider subscribing. I post gentle, practical senior health videos like this one, and I'd love to have you along. Number 2 is the single leg stand, and this is the exercise that directly measures and builds the kind of balance that keeps you safe in everyday life. Here's something worth knowing. The ability to stand on one leg is one of the things experts often look at when they want to understand how steady and independent a person is likely to stay as they age. It makes sense when you think about it. Almost every movement that risks a fall involves being on one foot for a moment. Stepping into the bathtub, climbing out of the car, catching yourself when you trip. The stronger your single leg balance, the more margin for safety you have in all of those moments. So here's how to do it, safely and properly. Stand behind your sturdy chair or at the counter, with both hands resting on it. Feet hip-width apart, standing tall. Now, shift your weight onto your left foot and slowly lift your right foot just an inch or two off the floor. That's all. Just enough that your right foot is no longer carrying any weight. Hold that position, balancing on your left leg, for as long as you comfortably can. Maybe it's 3 seconds at first. Maybe it's 10. Either way is perfectly fine. Then gently set your foot back down and switch to the other side, lifting your left foot and balancing on your right. Try to do this a few times on each leg. And don't be discouraged if one side feels much wobblier than the other. That's extremely common, and it's actually useful information. Spend a little extra time on your weaker side, because that's the side most likely to let you down in real life. The key with this one is honesty and safety together. Keep your hands right there on the support. The goal isn't to show off how long you can balance with no hands. The goal is to gently push your edge while always having something to catch you. As the weeks go by, you'll naturally need the support less and less. You might go from 2 hands to 1 hand to just a couple of fingertips. Every step down in support is a real, measurable gain in your balance. A gentle tip: stand near a corner of the counter if you can, so you have support on more than one side. It lets you relax and focus on balancing instead of worrying about falling, and a relaxed body actually balances better than a tense, frightened one. This exercise is powerful for absolutely everyone, but it's especially important if you've already had a fall or a close call. You're rebuilding the single most protective balance skill there is. And now, the moment we've been building toward. Number 1. The most effective balance exercise on this entire list. Here it is. Number 1, and my personal favorite, the clock reach. If you take only one thing away from this video, let it be this movement, because it trains your balance in every direction. And that's something none of the others do quite as completely. Let me explain why that matters so much. Most balance exercises train you to stay steady standing still, or moving straight ahead. But real life doesn't happen in a straight line. You reach sideways for a cup in the cupboard. You twist to grab something behind you. You lean forward to pick up the mail. Falls very often happen in those reaching, twisting, off-center moments. The clock reach trains your body to stay rooted and steady while you reach in every direction, forward, to the side, and back. That's why it's the most complete, real-world balance exercise I know. Here's how you do it, and we'll keep it very safe. Imagine you're standing in the center of a giant clock, face painted on the floor. 12 o'clock is directly in front of you. 6 o'clock is behind you. 3 is to your right. 9 is to your left. Stand behind your chair with one hand resting on it for support. Balance your weight on your left leg. Now, with your right foot, slowly reach out and tap the floor toward 12 o'clock. Out in front of you. Then bring it back to center. Next, reach that same right foot out to the side, toward 3 o'clock. Tap the floor lightly and bring it back. Then reach it back behind you, toward 6 o'clock. Tap and return to center. Forward, side, back, 3 gentle taps, while your standing leg holds you steady the whole time. Do that full cycle a few times, balancing on your left leg, then switch. Support yourself, balance on your right leg, and tap with your left foot to 12, to 9 o'clock on the side, and back to 6. The magic here is in the standing leg. While your tapping foot moves around the clock, your standing leg and your whole core are working constantly to keep you upright and centered. You're not just balancing, you're balancing while moving, which is exactly what real life demands. Keep every tap slow and light. You're not stomping or reaching as far as you possibly can. You're tapping gently and staying in control. If you feel yourself leaning too far, just make the reaches smaller. A small, controlled clock reach builds far more balance than a big, wobbly one. And here's the tip that ties this whole video together. Keep one hand near your support, and over the coming weeks, challenge yourself to use it less. Less support means your balance is doing more of the work, and that's how it grows. Go at your own pace. There is no prize for rushing. Do the clock reach a few times on each leg, ideally every single day. It's the kind of small daily habit that quietly protects your independence for years. So there you have it, 5 gentle balance exercises, from the simple standing weight shift all the way up to the powerful clock reach. The weight shift, standing marching, the heel-to-toe walk, the single leg stand, and the clock reach. Together, they train your body to stay steady standing still, steady while moving, steady on one leg, and steady while reaching in every direction. That's complete, real-world balance. Here's what I want you to remember most of all. You do not have to do all 5 today. In fact, please don't try to. Pick just one, maybe number 5 if you're just getting started, and practice it gently for a few minutes. Tomorrow, do it again. Add the next one when you feel ready. Consistency, not intensity, is what rebuilds balance at this stage of life. A few minutes every day will do more for you than an exhausting hour once a week ever could. And always, always keep your support nearby and listen to your body. If something hurts, stop and check with your doctor. Steady and safe wins this race every time. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 are you going to start with today? And if you've ever had a fall or a close call, share your story in the comments. It might be exactly the encouragement someone else needs to begin. If this video helped you, please give it a like. Share it with a friend or family member who could use it, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Take good care of yourself. You're stronger and steadier than you think, and a little practice each day proves it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.